wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Envy had to step out, but we got a special guest in the building. Been very heavily requested to come on The Breakfast Club, and she is finally here. Miss T.S. Madison, what's happening?
Good morning. What it do, everybody out there that's watching, honey, and listening? This is the T.S. Madison. I got to do it for the people that love me. Is it on? Is it on, honey? Is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram land, Snapchat, Grindr, Scruff, BGC, Jack, Facebook, Periscope, and last but not least, every single one of my bitches, Christian Mingle, and the lands all across the land. This is your girl, T.S. Madison. And I'm coming to you loud, live, and always and forever in color from the Breakfast Club.
Hey,
Amen.
How are you this morning?
Well, I feel good. You know, I'm finally here, and I actually got a chance to wrap my arms around you and hug your neck. You know, you short just like me in person. You know, and I already done worked with my girl Angela Yee over there.
That's how we had a good conversation.
We had a good conversation. We was talking about love, things that I don't really, know too much about. Cause
You don't know too much about love?
No, I don't really know a lot about love because I used to be an HO, but that's we'll get deeper in that conversation going down the line.
Hoes love too.
Well, they always say your first, last, and best love is self-love. So you know something about self-love.
Yeah, I love me. I love me.
Yeah.
I love all of me, and that's why my personality is so big because I've gotten to really become in love with myself, and I try to tell people that there's nothing out there that they can say to me or about me, that would make me not love myself or not make me really understand exactly who I am,
Well, I've been able to watch your show on WeTV.
Which was the T.S. Madison Experience?
Yes.
Yes,
And
honey.
to see even your conversation with your family, see you talking to your father. So talk to me about how that was to just reveal so much about your personal life.
Well, to be honest with you, I really, in taping that show, I really found out that I have a lot of trauma that's associated around my father, At one point...
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. At one point, I didn't really want to think that I suffered from any type of trauma,
Right.
because you think growing up as a young queen, like, oh, well, my dad ain't here, I don't really need that, and then you grow older, because I just turned 44 last week.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Happy birthday.
44,
we cheers
for those
everything.
that's listening and watching, baby, they gave me the good tequila. They say, Madison, we want you to
That's
be
that De Leon.
Baby
Reposado.
Reposado, son, whatever it is. I know I'm be cussing
That's
up
Diddy
something.
shit.
So, that's Diddy's
Yeah.
son? Hey, Diddy. I got a little Diddy in my mouth. Goddamn. So, it really made me, understand that I as a growing, I did need my dad, and then looking at it back on television and watching him, say stuff to me. And there was one part where he said, now don't jump on me. I said, nigga, I ain't gonna jump on you, but you better watch your mouth, because I don't play with you.
Right.
I really think that by me not having my dad in the house, it really toughened me, because he know I'll square up with his ass, and so it just really toughened me. And then watching it back, I was like, maybe I do want to have at 40-something years old, I might really want to have a relationship with him. And then the nigga asked me for money. I said,
He
man,
sure did. There's a few dollars. He gonna pay it back.
You gonna buy me this car? No!
You gonna buy you a what?
You gonna buy me this truck? No! No, I'm not buying you this. And that's the thing. A lot of dads leave their kids' lives, and then when they're doing well and they have money, they start, wanting to be there to reap the benefits of what they left behind.
Right.
But no.
But
What
even
did-
things that we don't think about, like your father referring to you as his.
He?
Yes.
Well, it's it. Y'all don't let me say this. I want the community that's out there listening to me, like my sister community and stuff like that, understand that I'm here. This is my story. This is my journey. This is my path. We're not a monolith, and so please do not take my words as the words of the entire community. I'm a little bit more lenient with my parents. I'm their child.
They knew you from the beginning.
Yeah, they know me from the beginning. So, it's going to be a difficult little time. No matter how old I get, it's going to be a difficult process for them trying to process that I've, come to grips of who I am and what I am. And so I don't always, necessarily like put a lot of stress on them for the she thing, but when I look back at it, I'm like, oh my God, T.S. Madison, you are a public figure, and you can't just have them around here just saying he, him, he, all this type of stuff.
This is some effort is good for them.
And so you gotta lay that law down. Like, look, nah, you ain't seen him or he since I was a teenager, so cut it. And I got him to call me by my girl name, which is Madison, and he says she and stuff now. Which my mother, it was a tough transition for her too, but she's in it now because she understands. I may not accept it totally, but I respect it.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that I would like to convey to people in the world. Like, I don't want you don't have to accept it, but just respect it. You feel me? Like, I look like a chick, a bitch. Did I spell bitch or chick?
You spelled chick. I was like, what?
Well, that's what I meant.
Same thing. Okay.
I spelled chick, but I look like a broad. So there's what do I look like? Answering to he, him. And what do I look like occupying a man's bathroom? What am I going to do in the man's bathroom?
Right.
What I'm going to do there? And so when we have these debates around pronouns and stuff like that, it's important to me because this is what I present and this is how I walk through the world and this is what, you see, and so this is why pronouns are important to me and this is why, I think that it should be, one of those things that we pay attention to because it just respects people's identity in totality.
Yeah, and I think it just takes a little bit of education, right? Give everybody some time to learn instead of just being so quick to say, oh, he's transphobic or she's transphobic.
As long as you're making the effort to move forward, because there is transphobia and homophobia that's really rampant out there.
There is.
Rampant. And it's rampant out there because people's spaces are being felt like it's threatened, like Boosie. Nigga, what is you bothering with Lil Nas X for? What's the problem? My thing is when he said that he's a detriment like to kids and we need to worry about the kids and all this stuff. But I'm like, but you the same man had a overgrown ass woman performing fellatio on your young son, and you didn't see anything wrong with that, but you it's make it make sense to me. I was so confused about the situation. Like, who kids really need to be protected?
I feel like I've seen so many things when I was a kid. That's what's made me accepting of a lot of things now, just because I've seen it. It hasn't made me want to be any way that I'm not, but I've seen it, so it made me a lot more like, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
And a lot of it is how you are raised in your household too.
Well, it is how you're raised in your house, but what people have to understand, however you're raised in your house, Charlamagne, is not the way that you share this world with everybody who's been raised in their house, and so you may not accept it, but you need to respect it.
Yeah, I love hip hop and I love all the street rappers, but none of them have the right to say Lil Nas X is a detriment to kids.
He's not.
If you've ever rapped about violence towards people, celebration of drugs, using or selling, you can't stand on that moral high ground.
Disrespecting women.
Yeah, you can't stand on. And that go for all, not just Boosie. That go for everybody.
And for everybody. That's
me
everybody.
included. You can't stand on that moral high ground.
I don't got no issue with Boosie. You said I was a real big fan of him, but it's just like I was watching him really rag down on Lil Nas X, and I'm like, sir, are you dealing with some kind of trauma? Is it some type of, what's going on? Because that boy haven't done anything to anyone. Right. And then I saw all the other dudes, T.I. chiming in on it. I saw just so many people just chiming in on it, saying, well, especially when it came down to that thing with the baby, because I know y'all saw what I was saying about that. The thing with the baby was, and then they just came with and out the blue, it was like, well, if the baby could say what he was, the Lil Nas X should be. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
When I really evaluated the situation and I sat and looked, I was like, oh, it's these niggas' career that they looking at. Like, as long as
what you mean? Break it down.
Well, here it is. As long as we're gay and we're doing their hair, we're doing their makeup, we're writing their lyrics on the sideline, we're not there. We're not at eye level. We're not an issue. We're not a threat. But once we become eye level and then above, then it becomes an issue. Like, oh, now we worried about
occupying spaces.
And I think the problem is everybody is trying to protect this space, and instead of like opening up, like, nigga, we've been here forever.
Right.
That's an interesting take on it. I mean, but there's so many different spaces. Like Lil Nas X and Boosie wouldn't even take up the same space. Lil Nas X and T.I. wouldn't even take up the same space.
They're in the music industry.
Yeah, but it's enough for everybody, right?
Well, they should see it that way.
Yeah,
right?
but a lot of people don't see it that way.
They should see it that way. How many times? How long has it been since they've charted like Lil Nas X?
Yeah,
How long has it been? So my thing is, you looking at this boy and it's a terror, and it's like, why? When the baby said those things at the Rolling Loud place, I got a lot of bounce back for it because I wrote, what was the reason? And I said, you have so many LGBT people that love you, and there's so many people that are living with HIV and AIDS and things like that. Why would you? What was the reason? I wasn't necessarily. I love the baby.
You know why I respect that? Because you want to know the reason.
Yeah,
because you want to have a conversation.
Yeah,
let me educate you. Let's talk.
What I wanted him to do, as a real ass nigga, like I feel like that the baby is, I wanted him to say, I'm beefing with Party, right. I'm beefing with Meg, them folks, I'm beefing with all these folks over here, them some fuck niggas over there, and so I was talking to them fuck niggas. I can understand.
Who was it directed toward? This
right,
is why.
So I was like, what was the reason? And so people took what I was saying like, oh, he got the right to say what he want to say about this, and y'all, I'm like, no, I'm his fan. I don't want him canceled. He black like me.
Mm-hmm.
All of these people who are up against this cancel stuff, they are black people like me. I don't want them canceled. I would really like them educated, and I would really like them reprimanded for a lot of things that they've said and done. Because it's like, come on, dog. You got your fans are huge out here. The HIV and AIDS is a really big thing. And then, the people in the background saying, oh, yeah, because some of y'all suspect. I got it because I'm a hood bitch. So I understood exactly, what it was. It was a beef thing with a group of people. But instead of him being real and saying, yeah, I'm beefing with them fuck niggas over there, he took the, if you went at the Rolling Loud or whatever, and fuck you. And my gay fans know that I love them, and then my gay fans ain't dirty. They don't got HIV and AIDS. I'm like, oh, God. He just it just kept
too many snowballing.
It just kept digging down into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, why don't you just scream out that you beefing with them folk over there? And I would have felt more better, but
I was talking to one nigga sucking dick in the parking lot, not everybody.
At him, and I said, what was the reason? Man, the Shade Room put that shit up there, and them people was dogging me. They was dragging me for like weeks, and I just feel like that they came with vitriol in their heart because I am T.S. Madison.
Well, let's talk about that because we also played a clip of you discussing Dave Chappelle, and so you had an issue with that. So here's
my issue with the Dave Chappelle situation, right? I didn't watch the special. How many times am I going to watch a comedian make transsexual jokes or whatever? I didn't watch it. I don't watch Dave Chappelle because the last time I found Dave Chappelle funny was darkness. That's the last time I really found Dave Chappelle funny. I don't patron things that I don't find, that I don't really want to have anything to do.
He's not your cup of tea.
It's not my cup of tea. So I did watch everybody in the community like really have this issue with what he was saying, and I was like, okay, I don't really want to weigh in on it. I'm not gonna watch it. But I did hear my sister speak, and I did hear them say things, that kind of made me be like, that could be a problem. So I saw little clips of him talking about his trans girlfriend Daphne, who's a white transsexual, and then I would listen to my black trans sisters say, what they were saying. I said, okay, I get it. In a nutshell, we really want black men who occupy positions of power to understand that, they have extreme influence over our community. And who gets the short end of the stick when it comes to trans issues and things like that are the black girls. And so we just saying, dog, be mindful of the things that you're saying because you have a lot of influence over colored people, and we are colored girls who not gonna get that same. You talking about something? You good friends with Daphne, your white girlfriend? Okay, cool. Then you in the same sentence say, like, well, basically saying that we LBGT people get more rights and more or more. You're able to cancel more things about us than black issues, and it's just like, have you eliminated your black LBGT people? Because at the end of the day, you have black queer people that are still. Do you see? We were fighting for a long time to get a brown stripe on the damn flag. We colored in this, you know. And so you as a black man need to understand that if your black trans sisters out here screaming saying, yeah, you got a good audience of people, but your black dudes are taking a lot of the things that you're saying, and we are already met with so much vitriol. Like, that's it. I didn't want him canceled. Mm-hmm. I didn't want him canceled.
You know what is interesting to me, because like somebody like Sydney Starr, for example, right? I've known Sydney Starr for a really long time, and some people would say she's a bad representation of the trans community.
A lot of people have said that about
and
Sydney.
People have said that previously about you.
Yes, they have.
So I want to get your take on that, because people feel like you have to represent everyone, like you're not
here's the thing with
diverse
Sydney.
Group of real people.
I personally wish, and I love Sydney to death, because she's been on my show, the Queen Supreme Court. She's been on All Black. I've been on Kendall show that I've been a guest host on. And I really wish I could have gotten Sydney when she was young, like when she was really young, and really just, she didn't have no gay mama. She needed a gay mama to get a real gay mama to get some put her arms around her and be like, no niece or no daughter, this is not what you do. You don't do things like that. Like people are still mad at her for her conversations about Chingy. Mm-hmm. Then she comes with this Darius McCray situation, right? And am I saying his name right?
Darius McCrary.
McCrary. She comes with this Darius McCrary situation, and then people are still looking at her from the Chingy stuff. And I'm like, niece, now you got to do better.
Oh, fill me in though. What do you mean?
Well, they posted a video of them together kissing. Mm-hmm. And
it was like a photo shoot happening.
Yeah. And then people, they were saying that they not together. He was saying that they not together. They not. This is my thing, niggas. If you like the girls and you like the girls, it's okay. It's a new day. It is a new day. It's okay for you to like what you like. And if you get caught on multiple occasions, Bobby Valentino, multiple allegations, multiple things, the next time you get caught or whatever, why don't you just throw your hands up and be like, that's what I'm really waiting to happen.
So what about people saying that you can't out somebody, right? Because I want to get your take on that, because I've heard that before. I've heard trans women say, well, I'll never reveal the people who I've been with because I don't want to out people because then they get ostracized. And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, but I want to get your take on that.
Well, here's my take. If you have been living in your authentic self for however long, you knew how long it took for you to come forth to say, all right, this is what it is. Mm-hmm. This is what I am, and this is how I'm going to live my life. I personally don't feel like that it is my duty to put a man's business on Front Street. This is not me okaying the DL man, but it is not my duty to put his business on Front Street like that, because I already knew what it was like for me when I was battling in my brain, like, ooh, how I'm going to tell my mama, how I'm going to tell my folk, how I'm going to do this. But I also feel like that, at this day and time, if you've gotten, quote unquote, caught, throw your hands up, shout it, and be like, all right. Throw your hands up, shout it, and be like, all right. Yeah, I do like them. And I really think that is what's going to break the stigma around it. When one of them niggas say, all right.
Yeah, because the truth is, nobody really cares like they probably think folks do. You might get a day of social media outrage, somebody get some jokes off, and that'll be it.
Moving.
Let me tell you, I watched that whole thing up here with Mr. C. I watched it, and I said, at first I was angry because I was like, why would he get on the radio station and then try to explain to people like why he did what he did and this and I was like, okay, he got wife and kids, am I right?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
remember
I
that?
don't know.
You
about
remember that stuff with Mr. C?
I don't
I remember
think he
that, but I
does
don't know
he
if
have a
he-
wife and kids?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, but when he said, yeah, this what I like, I done did this. This what I've done. I got an attraction to trans women.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Yoba came up here.
Yes,
with,
he did.
with Carmen Carrera and somebody else.
David Johns was with him. I forgot who the other sister was.
What I was on the fence about, he said he's trans attracted. I didn't hear you say, yeah, I'm dating a trans, I'm with a trans, because I could, like, you're a beautiful woman to me, Angela, and I could be attracted to you, to your beauty, and attracted to, your whole aesthetic, but am I going to date you?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I really wish that some validity would come through from somebody that's like really solid, and say, yeah.
I said that was a big step for Malik Yoba.
It
That
was,
was
to
that
say
was
he's
a lot.
He
to
To,
say
still
he-
got dragged.
Yeah, but to say he's attracted, that was,
Right.
I want you to be like, yeah.
And he got dragged by other people in the trans community,
He did.
which I didn't understand. I was like, I don't
Well,
get it.
because I saw it from a place of, bitch, why you ain't telling the people that how many times you done wore the girls out? Why you ain't, why?
That ain't
why-
everybody's
Get
business,
explicit.
is it?
Well, I mean, it's not about to be everybody's business, Charlamagne. It's about how I'm like saying just.
if you're making a statement,
Yeah, put a
make the-
stamp on it.
Yeah.
I feel like he did. I mean, to me personally, I feel like he did.
If you are a man looking at women and you like women and trans women identify as women and are women, you can be trans attracted. But I really wish a man would just a man in our community would just go all the way and be like, yes, I'm dating a trans woman right now. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm with a trans woman. Yes, this is my trans wife, or just this is my wife. This is my girl. These my folk. And just move on from the shit. Because I really think that we spend too much time, in it, and the girls got to stop outing the men the way they do because it becomes sensationalized.
Right.
If you a woman, you a trans woman, you a woman. It shouldn't be no deal with it. Why are you just landing on here? Oh, girl, let me give you let me pour the tea. Let me show y'all the pictures. Why are you doing that? Mm-hmm. You making it worse. And so I don't really like stuff like that. Has Sydney gotten better? Yes. Mm-hmm. Have I wrapped my arms around my niece and said, "Girl, now niece, I love you, but I don't think you should have did that"? Yes. Would I still love to guide her in a space? Because I really think that she has. She's a big personality. She's a character. She's pretty.
Yeah.
I really wish.
I like her as a person. She's very entertaining and she's mad cool.
Yes, she is, but she still got some more learning and stuff to do. Mm-hmm. And I love her, but I really want to wrap my arms around and be like, niece, let's go in this direction. So you could, because I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I make a shitload of money. I'm comfortable in who I am. That's why I've never taken.
But how long did it take for you to get comfortable?
I've been comfortable, but that's why.
Because I remember you stating that people felt like you weren't, like we were saying earlier, a good quote representation.
Well, they didn't think.
Why didn't they think you were?
Because I'm in tune that I still have a penis. I'm in tune with that, and I don't want to have an SRS surgery. And I've talked openly about me having me being a trans with no SRS, and I've been very vulgar about sexuality and sex and
Right.
stuff like that.
People are scared of those type of talks. Even if you're not trans, people do not like when you're just like open about everything about you.
Yeah, I'm open about that
Yeah.
because it's just I feel like that I don't want you to be able to have any hold over me or skeletons to pull out the closet over me.
Live your truth so nobody can use your truth against you.
Totally, like completely. And so it's same way with Flame. Like I love Flame. That's my sister. Now everything that my sister say, I don't agree with everything my sister say, but Flame was one of the first girls on television that I saw on Comic View who I had some type of relation to because Flame told jokes about her titties at the top, her dick at the bottom. I was like, finally, there's some form of me that I see because I don't want an SRS.
Right.
I don't want that.
I saw a conversation. It was you, Flame,
Ashley Marie Preston and Hope Giselle.
Yeah, and I was like a little disappointed because I'm like, I fuck with Flame because I like Flame.
Why was you disappointed?
Because I think that's I forgot one of them was saying. I think it was Ashley was basically saying like,
it was Hope.
but I was Hope. I don't remember.
You already know what it is.
Oh Lord.
But she was basically saying that we only fuck with Flame because Flame reinforces negative stereotypes of transgenders. I'm like, first of all, I don't even know no stereotypes of transgenders, and I fuck with Flame because I like Flame. I genuinely just like Flame as a person. I don't care what Flame is.
Because they act like you have to represent everyone. That's why you were very, when you came up here, the first thing you said was, this is just how I feel.
Yeah,
I'm
that's how I feel.
for everyone.
Yeah. And, you know, but for me, is I appreciate Flame's existence because she and I share some of the same views, not all, because that pronoun stuff is not big for her. It's big for me. That's a big thing for me. You know, like,
see, somebody like Flame will get me in trouble because Flame will say he, she, we, and I'm like,
no, my pronouns are she, her, and hers.
So that's why I just be saying Flame.
But the way you stay out of trouble, Charlamagne, when you run into people who are in that binary spectrum, you say, hey, would you like me to address you?
Just give me your name.
Yeah, your name, but like, what are your pronouns?
You're going to end up using a pronoun
because
at some
if you're
point,
having a conversation like, well, she did or her, or it was her.
That's true.
So how would you like? Nigga, I'm still learning this stuff. Like, I'm on the set right now. I'm in a movie called Bros. It's Universal Pictures. Billy Eichner. I'm Judd Apatow.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
Wow, congratulations!
Listen, I left that basement.
I seen you in Zola too. You had a nice role in Zola. Nice appearance.
And I'm on the Netflix rom-com that's coming out with Gabrielle Union called The Perfect Five.
Okay, TS.
Yes, TS is working. You know, I left that basement and everything therefore in there and left it there. But that's another story that I ain't gonna be messy this morning with. But for all y'all hoes that was sitting over there talking about something, honey, what was she gonna do after the incidents?
Up and up.
Hi, Yaraboshata. God, don't play by me. But you know, I'm on set and there's a PA there and see, I was gonna mess up. And they identify as non-binary, and so I have to use they and them. That's some difficult shit for me. Right. But I'm like, I'm learning to do this because I'm old school queen. Like Flame is an old school queen, but I'm more open to absorbing it. Flame like, you got a dick or a pussy? And I get it with her. I get that with Flame. I get it. But I'm like, okay, I'm a generation after her, so I'm still like, I'm open to learning these things because I want to respect everybody all the way around. I really want to occupy a respectful place because I don't have to accept everything, but I would like to respect
That's
it.
why intention is important. You might mess up, but if your intention is always based in kindness and goodness, I think that's important.
Yes, and so there are times that I have slipped on set and I said I've grabbed her arm. I've grabbed their arm. See, I've grabbed their arm and I've said, I'm sorry.
Even me reporting on Demi Lovato, sometimes that's hard for me.
Now, Demi Lovato is different for me.
They get on my nerves.
Bitch.
Demi.
Bitch.
I ain't gonna say all that, but they get
You ain't.
Yeah.
Bitch. Are you trans today? Are you non-binary tomorrow? Like, now they are confusing this.
The aliens thing got on my nerve. That's when I was like, all right,
Wait,
man.
they say they're alien?
No, Demi said that
Father
you have to don't refer to extraterrestrials as aliens. It's offensive. I'm like, how you know? What ET you talk to?
Yeah, see, it's that complicated stuff.
You know what I mean?
And this is why they would say I'm a detriment to community because I wears their ass out.
But that's just common. It's like, I don't, whatever.
Yeah. I feel you with certain with to a line, but I'm gonna respect them, you know. And as much as I don't feel Caitlyn Jenner athlete's foot having ass.
Why she gotta have athlete's foot, TS?
Why are you frozen like that? You frozen.
As much as I don't agree with that athlete foot having asshole, I respect her.
Tell me why.
As she and her, because I want it back.
What do you mean?
I want it back. I want respect back.
Oh, true.
And so I
Very
respect
important.
her.
True.
So I respect her. I don't agree with all of her ideas and her views and stuff like this. Like of course she's gonna agree with Dave Chappelle on things. She's a white. She thinks she's a white trans woman, and so she's not gonna get what the black girls are saying. She's not gonna understand that. She's already operating from a place of privilege as it is. And I made a post about her. I said, sis, when you gonna let the white man in you die and pick up the trans woman that you are?
She would never let go of that privilege.
You were never gonna ever lay that white man in you down. Put him in the grave.
Would you?
Oh, the black man in me has been sleeping.
No. But if you had that white man power and privilege, would you? Nope.
Would she become a white woman?
Don't matter.
You ain't never seen a white woman cry and the police just show up. White woman start crying in the movie. It's just sirens everywhere. The police is everywhere.
Right.
Can we talk about that movie, The Bros? Can we go back to that because you just mentioned that?
Yes, Bros. Yes,
All right.
I'm in Bros. It's a Universal picture. It's coming out August 12th of 2022. It's a Billy Eichner film. Judd Apatow. It's a rom-com. Nicholas Stoller is the director of the film. Myself is in it. Lawrence.
What's your role?
Oh, honey, you know.
Don't give too much now.
I can't give too much, but I'm going to say I'm on the board of directors, you know. You'll see if there's Joan Crawford about it. But I'm in that. And in the Perfect Find that's coming. I don't have a date
With
for
Gabrielle
that.
Union.
Gabrielle Union. I
Netflix.
don't know what date that's coming out. I'm a rich black woman, which I already am, but I'm older, which I already am, you know. But I'm a rich grown black woman, you know. It's funny. And Zola, you know, I was the house mother. Dear Heavenly Father.
That was a great prayer.
Baby, when I told him, send us niggas.
Send us niggas.
When I tell you I meant every word of that with 840, and you know if they got an 840, they coming with a big dick.
What is the 840?
This the credit score.
Oh,
What's your credit
think
score,
so?
Charlamagne?
it's well over 800.
I find
ain't
it-
checked in a
I find
minute,
the
but it's definitely
opposite.
well over 800.
You better not let them
I
girls
find
come
the
up
lower
here.
the credit score, the bigger.
You better watch the queens that come up here to do this show, honey,
I'm a
because
happily married man.
it don't matter. We can still get your credit card number. We can still get your social security number.
We don't care about all that.
You know what, though? I love a lot of the stuff that you're saying, and this is what I always tell people. I don't have to understand why somebody is the way they is. I don't have to understand, you know, why they decided to do what they did. All I have to understand is that person deserves to live, and that person deserves the same rights as everybody else, and the same respect as everybody else. That's the only understanding I have to have.
So, Boosie, please leave Lil Nas X alone. Leave him alone. He ain't fucking with you.
I mean, that's a good point. The best way to not disturb your peace is to not disturb the peace of
Yeah,
others.
leave him alone.
And it's hard for us to even say it. Like, if I've never felt that way, right? Then how can I say how someone else should be? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't even relate to it, then all I could do is just.
And you can't tell people what. Listen, I even get a lot of backlash for a lot of things that I've said and done. I've used fish. Fish has been a part of our community, the LGBT community, way before me. I got here or Flame old ass got here.
Well, I thought fish was what is fish? Vagina, right?
No, fish is
Not if it's clean.
It's the form. it's the form of like a femininity, and so when we trans girls or gays talk to each other, we'll say, "Ooh, she look like fish. Ooh, she's giving fish. Ooh, fish this." So
You said fish sticks.
like fish. Ooh, she
Yes,
giving
fish
fish.
sticks.
Ooh, that bitch is pussy. Ooh, you know, like that. Like this. Like, you know, like, don't I look like fish to you?
Go
Big
ahead,
old
Charlamagne.
trout.
Say the
Big
right
old
thing.
trout, right? Don't I look like fish to you? I look like a woman. So we gonna say fish.
I get it.
But now that the world is evolving now, like there are lots of women who they've attached themselves to our lingo, and you know there's some words they like tea, shade, like girl, what's the tea? Like
Love it.
they love all that, but then they don't like all the things that come along with it. Like fish comes with that, but
Trade.
oh yeah, oh
Charlamagne swear he trade.
They always tell me I'm trade.
Charlamagne, you is the trade now. I ain't gonna even say you the trade.
Tell me what
Charlamagne.
exactly is trade. What's the definition of trade?
You know what it is. Why?
It mean attractive, right?
It mean attractive.
I mean,
Man, tell me the truth,
I mean, they
T.
gonna
F.
Trade
toss you
means
around.
that you know, it's you under the umbrella slightly. You know, you might barter. It's trade, bartering.
Oh no, I ain't no damn trade.
Oh
then.
shit.
He knows he's trade.
I
It's
thought that
shit.
meant something else.
It do. It mean all the things. Trade means it all. But this is the thing. So a lot of women were really on my ass about that.
About
And
what,
for
fish?
Fish, man, they were on my ass.
Come on now.
They were tearing me up about that shit. And you know what I said just this year? Me and Funky Doniva was talking, and Doniva said to me, Madison, when I was growing, because I'm from Miami. When I was growing up in Miami, I would let the girls call me punk or fag, or because it was just, that was our lingo, that was the term. But when I understood that I was more than a punk or more than a fag or more than these things, I had to stop my girlfriends from saying that. And then my girlfriends have said, well, bitch, don't call me fish no more. And at first I was like, girl, fish is about, But then when I started listening to the hordes of women, I said, you know what? If I want them to respect me, maybe I just need to lay my sword down in this fight. And because it's not that serious.
It's kind of contradictory to say, bitch, don't call me fish no more, right? Well, don't call me bitch no more.
Now, they don't got no motherfucking problem with bitch. It's the fish that terrorizing. But I said, all right, got it. Got it, shawty. I won't do it no more. And I've laid it down. So all y'all out there that's watching and listening, I laid fish down. I laid that sword down. And if I don't. I try to get my gay kids to stop using it when we in conversation with each other, but that's them. Me, I know I occupy a public space, so I chill. I'm good.
Right. I love the fact that you getting so many roles now, because even when I saw them protesting Chappelle at Netflix, and I know that is one thing they asked for, I was like, that's the better play, right? The better play is don't try to get Chappelle canceled. Make Netflix cut that check to make sure that it's more, trans representation in these movies and these films.
But this is the thing. I didn't call for Chappelle to be canceled. Reprimanded, yes. Now, and like when the baby was losing all his stuff, I was like, damn, they fucking this nigga up. But, if sometimes the way that the world is going now, if you got to lose a check to understand that the world is changing and that you can't say what you can't freely walk through here and disrespect people anymore, but I have a soft spot in my heart because I am black and trans at the same time.
Right.
And so it's important for me to support my black folks. I know that is my duty. Black folks, you need to understand that it is your duty to support your black queer people. It is your duty because we're black and queer at the same time. We're not black then queer. We're black and queer at the exact same time. So when we're fighting racism with you, I don't need you behind my back punching me in my back, fighting me because, well, that ain't our fight. So, no, it is your fight. We're marginalized groups of people.
I agree with that. I think the problem comes with there's no redemption, right? So it's cancel. Well, it's accountability, cancel, and then what? Just leave them for dead? Like a person can't redeem themselves, a person can't grow, a person can't evolve, they can't learn, they can't educate themselves.
They can.
Like we should be allowed to make mistakes.
You can make mistakes, but you have to show where you've been reprimanded and you've gone forward and you've done clean your act up.
Like we seen that with Nick Cannon, right?
That's my point.
He sat down and had conversations. Dave said he's open to sit down and talk to representatives and whoever to have that conversation with the trans community.
I hear him, but we'll see if it happens. When Nick got on them damn cheering.
I know you got a lot. But wait, now let's go back to you and the T.S. Madison experience because I want to discuss that. So we got to see your whole progress from building out your basement. And then also dealing with COVID, which was a difficult time, building your studio, and then working with New York.
Yes, that's my baby. I love New York.
Yes. So tell me about your guys' relationship and how you guys got so tight.
Tiffany and myself got really tight because she saw me for who I am, and I really love her. Tiffany stepped in like right after oh God, I shouldn't say this word.
Good people.
Right after Khia and I split. Tiffany, I went and I found Tiffany, and she said she had already been watching me for a long period of time. I was like, oh yes, and she came over and she just did the damn thing, and we made it happen. And she wasn't trying to charge me no hell a lot of money to do that. She did that on the strength of like, I fucks with you, and I really want to see you win, queen, or whatever. And I straightened her. And I was like, well, girl, let's go get some more money together. Let's put a show together for We TV. And we did it, and it happened. It happened. And I love her. I will forever love her for that. It's been some very strong black women who have poured into my life, and I hate that there are rumors out there that I don't like black women.
There's rumors that you don't like black women?
Oh God, you never seen them? Yeah, I hate that because there are so many black women who have poured into my life, and I've poured into theirs.
Where did those rumors start?
Those rumors started right after the split between me and Homegirl.
Right.
And it started that way because this is the picture that the people started painting out. And why I told the baby in that earlier conversation that I feel like that he should have just wrote it down and made it plain that he was talking to them niggas over there. I made statements, kind of like passive aggressive statements.
Directed at one person, but they were generalizations.
Yeah, it was and I should have and I went back and did it though. I'm talking about that pussy asshole. I'm talking about that pussy asshole right there. And not calling them my name, and that's why I feel like that it lands better when you directly, when you're specific. you know. And so that was the only thing was with me with the baby. I got that backlash after that because she and I split. Every time I give some advice, I try to give it from a place of experience.
That's all we can do. Word up.
Why did y'all split?
You know, I don't know. I seen one thing was one thing, then I seen another was another.
From your point of view, what would you say was your experience?
From my experience with her, it was very much so.
You need another sip?
The bitch don't want to grow. And she's so talented in all things. And she just does not want to grow. We gonna see that bitch in front of that bookcase until we all leave this bitch. She gonna outlive all us though. She is. But we gonna see that bitch in front of that bookcase until she leave here. Until she really wants to really move forward. And she blamed it on Nicki Minaj this. And I'm like, damn, you know, it was just so much stuff. Nicki came in there genuinely wanting to be a part of something that was growing so fast and so big.
Nicki was a part of.
Yeah, Nicki was there. Nicki wanted to roll it out. You know,
I can see why. Listen, you know, say what you want. Khia is highly entertained.
She highly entertaining, and then us together,
we always highly entertaining together.
We were highly entertaining together, and we reshaped culture. We reshaped the way. There are so many people out there with gavels and judges and this and the other and commentary on the way we did it. It was fun. It was love. I just wanted to step our pussy up.
Mm-hmm.
What that mean?
Nicki Minaj used to say that. She said that on lip service.
Yeah, I just want to step our pussy up and step the bitch up, and that's like make it to everybody that's anybody comes through the Breakfast Club.
Right.
Everybody that's anybody comes through here. I wanted everybody that's anybody to be able to come through our spot too, you know, and make it do what it do. But
now, if I don't know if that would have happened.
No, it wasn't.
Y'all was hard on.
We were hard on motherfuckers, but see, that's why it had to be light and dark. Cause I'm gonna talk to the folk. I want the folk to be over there. I don't want to just sit over there and say Keisha K or hand. Well, girl, what did Khia say? That shit was a mess. That you could tell how old she is because her motherfucking hands. I was like, oh God. And those reactions I said were very real reactions.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell how old she is because look how hands old. Some shit she was tearing that girl up. I would have loved. And she said, "Where are your children, bitch? Where are your children?" Keisha K came up here. She's like, she don't have no kids and this and the other, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I would have loved for her to come to our shit. Mm-hmm. And it would have been
and respond
fun, and it would have been funny. But, you know, baby girl ain't see it. She didn't have the same vision that I had. And when people don't have the same vision that you have, it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. Y'all have worked for so long. Charlamagne, I was introduced to you. I was not in the closet. I shouldn't say in the closet, but I was not in the closet like this. But I was in the closet getting some clothes out of the closet, and a recording came up of you and Buffy the Body.
That was 15 years ago, probably longer.
Longer.
02?
It was. I was in my closet getting some clothes out of the closet, and you was wearing Buffy out. I said, "Who is this nigga?"
I was a different person back then.
You was wearing Buffy out.
I didn't hear this.
Oh yeah, that's old. That was in Columbia, South Carolina on Hot 103.9.
He was tearing Buffy ass up, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I've been following you since then.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
I have been following you since then. You were raw. You were unfiltered. It was just, and I'm very raw, very unfiltered.
I was very judgmental.
Well, Buffy's a sweetheart, and I gotta ask you this. But then, did you ever feel bad about saying things about people? Because then I also feel like sometimes we don't look at others as human beings.
That's true.
When we're talking about them until you're in that position and people are talking about you. And
let me tell you something. You see what's going on with Wendy right now. Mm-hmm. Them spirits is fucking her ass up. And they fucking her up because that purple chair comes with a cost. Sitting me and that girl sitting next to each other, it was a cost because as soon as we fell out, all our T's and all my T's and all stuff started coming out and people were reading me and all this type of shit. So I was on the other end of that, and it just really made me be like, you know what, Madison, I really don't want to occupy that space because I don't like that feeling.
Right.
That's real.
Right.
I don't really
you
like
just
that
hit it
feeling.
on the head, Tia.
I don't like that feeling. Like, I don't like that feeling, and so I don't really want to do that.
It'll eat you up eventually.
It
I don't
will.
care who you are.
It's eating Wendy ass up.
Oh, we send her healing energy.
We sending her healing energy, but we know, listen, whatever you put in the universe, you will receive it back. You don't know when, you don't know how, and you may receive that bitch back 10, 15 fold.
That's real.
You know, and so, you know, that would have never. I thought it was Charlamagne. I did. I thought it would have been as big as this, and it was as big as these things on, because it reached all the way up to y'all ears. We reached all the way to Nikki's ears. It reached the ears of the folks around the world.
Yeah, I used to be in here playing it during the show, like laughing my ass
And they be going in on us too.
Dog, we would get y'all, but you know, we would get y'all because it was
Well, she used to call me Charlamagne, the ever living goddess.
I gave you that name, Charlamagne, the ever living goddess, bitch. You know, I did that, but you know, and I gave Wendy her name, Wendy Bartholomew Oracle, but I don't do it no more.
What?
Wendy Wendell Bartholomew Orenthal Rufus Clyde Theodis Pookie Eldover James and the Giant Peach Hezekiah Walker Williams III. I gave that bitch that name because, you know, every time she came up on our docket, I would always add a name to her. You know, but people started tearing me up. Madison, how you want people to treat you like a woman and you misgendering Wendy? I'm like, I never call her he.
You know what you was doing. Stop.
Well, she got the masculine name. You know that's the big woman. And listen.
But at the same time, you wouldn't like seeing Wendy out of there, right? Because I've heard you refer to yourself as like a Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
Host.
You see, listen, y'all ain't had to do a lot with me. I'm over here, you know, handling the shit.
Yeah.
But this the thing. When my fans reprimanded me for that, I toned it down. I'm trying to eradicate it from my vocabulary. I'm trying. But I toned it down because it was like, Madison, you can't. Laverne got on me. She said, Laverne Cox said, Madison, I done seen you over there giving Wendy those masculine names. You know what that means? I said, ooh, bitch, you right. Ooh, I can be checked. And if I can be checked and reprimanded, and I done lost a couple dollars behind some shit I done said too. But I could be checked, and so when you get checked, you don't just you try to move forward like, okay, I ain't gonna do it no more. Wendy about that. You know, okay, I ain't gonna do it no more. But you know, they checked me, and I tried. I've
corrected course. Yes, man. You gotta give people grace, man.
I slid back off of it. It's funny, but I slid back off of it. You know, because you have to think, would you want them doing this to you?
Right.
Or is your skin tough enough to do it? I got tough skin.
Now let's flash
I
back
like
to
your point about the energy. That's the main
I
thing.
agree with that. That's why people might be like, oh, Angela act like she like everybody, but I really don't have no ill feelings toward anyone, and I never try to drag anybody down. I know it's a hard
I drag
enough,
a bitch to the earth.
I know it's a
and
hard
I
enough
ask God
world.
to see whatever energy if they cause me to drag their ass to the ground, whatever energy you got coming back to me, God, just put a shield around me. I'm yours. But goddamn it, they gonna get this dragon.
I let God spin the block for me nowadays. I feel you though. Yeah, I let him spin the block because I don't want to say he, just God.
You told Buffy up though.
That was 18 years ago. I was a kid.
You told Buffy ass up. I was over there like, wow, and it really made me want to see what she looked like in person.
Actually, we were having a real conversation just about the future of video vixens, though.
Man, you told that girl, honey, you said, you don't look like Buffy the Body to me. I was like, oh, what she look like? Because I heard it was a recording. And then you said, I thought, she said, nigga, I just came from the gym. Why are we
talking about?
I'm sorry.
They don't want to bring it back up.
I'm
He's like,
sorry,
please don't
Buffy.
make
But we talking about the Queen's Court, right?
That's right.
Okay,
Salute to Buffy. I send Buffy healing energy.
We sending Buffy healing energy
That's
to
right.
wherever she went at. Where she went?
I have no idea.
That's
Well,
a
shout out
lot.
to Buffy the Body. She had been on my show a few times.
That
She's
was a
very
lot of
nice.
ass. Buffy
Definitely.
got a lot
Now
of
let me
ass.
ask you this. Earlier in this conversation, when we first started, you were talking about your love life
Here we go.
or lack of. So where are we at right now with it?
Personally, right now, I'm in a space of whatever dude I fool with right now, I want him to live in his house and I live in mine. Because I have money. I don't want to be with a dude because, you know, he thinks that I have money, or majority of the times when I am dealing with a dude that has more money than me, I personally feel like that, you know, they want to have control over me. You cannot control me. I have my own money. You have your money, I have mine, but I still want your money too.
You know, there's a new thing. I read an article about it yesterday called Nuffin Season. And it was like nobody's in the cuffing season this year because the pandemic taught a lot of people how to live alone. And so now people got their own money and their own interests, and they just want to have fun this fall.
That's it.
And winter.
That's it. But I don't want to be, I feel like to salvage a great relationship, you can't stay in the house with that dude. I can't do it. I can't wait. See, I'm a high maintenance bitch. When I get up in the morning, I gotta have my wig on. I want to look the same way I called him is the same way I want him to see me. And it's times that I might want to pull my wig off. He got to be home.
Oh.
I don't
You don't
care.
think you'll be with somebody that you're comfortable enough to pull your wig off
be
around?
there because that's why it's wandering dicks out here. Ladies,
what?
Dicks are wondering because
wondering.
dicks wonder because they wonder how that pussy feel over there, and they wonder how them lips feel over there because they know what's going on at home. Because the woman that he got with ain't the same woman he was with. He don't wonder about that ass no more.
Well, black men don't cheat, so get you a black
Who told
man.
you that lie? I got a plenty of black men right now, and they cheating.
Black men don't cheat.
I got plenty of black men right now, and they cheating.
And they cheat.
Oh, you mean they cheat?
So you a side piece?
Yeah.
You like that better?
Yeah, shit, she got to worry about that. Let her worry about that shit. Let her fry his eggs.
You never had a girl call you and be like, "You
Yeah,
my
who
man"?
ain't? You done had a girl call you too, Angela.
Not in decades. I feel
But
like.
you done had it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let her worry about that shit. She went out there and married a wandering dick nigga.
So what
Would
do
you
do?
ever tell the truth, or do you deny it and cover for him?
No, I'm not gonna cover for him because he should have had his shit together and not have my phone. He should have named me KFC in there. Greasy chicken, bitch.
So what do you do when a woman calls you about her man?
Oh, what you want?
Ask him.
Talk to him. Because if you talk to me, it's gonna hurt your feelings. Cause I'm not cloaking I'm not hiding him. Cause if you call my phone, he must really got me somewhere at the top of the list. You know, I'm not hiding.
You in the favorites.
Yeah, I'm not hiding this dude. I'm gonna tell you, girl, we have some good sex. Ooh.
What if he was like, "I want to leave my wife for you"?
Oh no, I don't believe that. Ladies, if a man tell you he want to leave his wife for you, run. That nigga lying. And if he leave his wife for you, he gonna leave you for another bitch. Just to show as your asshole turn toward the ground. If he
What?
just to show as your asshole is stand straight up towards the ground. If he get with you from another bitch, you best believe it's another bitch gonna take it from you.
Charlamagne, why are you?
I'm trying to figure out if my asshole is turned to the ground.
It is. You don't see it straight to the ground.
It depends on what you did last night.
I guess.
Ooh.
When you sit down more, I don't know.
Charlamagne, you ain't never got into. You know the prostate is there in the asshole.
He knows.
Oh, I saw American Pie. I heard about it.
It's there. God is a woman. That's how you know.
Right.
I believe that, too.
Because she played a
black woman,
practical
too.
joke. Yeah, she played a practical joke on a man. See, me, I enjoy.
Hold on, break that down.
You
said
ain't
that-
my
my
Wait.
prostate.
God played a practical joke.
Yeah.
Explain.
Why would you put the best gland that's on a man's, to put it in his asshole? You know what I mean? Like, don't be putting no man
They
in my
don't.
ass.
First of all, let's be clear. They do not all say that. Charlamagne would tell you he like a little anal play.
Yeah.
I ain't never
Yeah.
told you that ever
Yes,
in my
you have.
life.
You said that.
When has Charlamagne ever said that?
You like your ass, ain't
No.
don't you?
Yes. No, I don't
say
like
no?
it, but it's happened.
Yes.
No.
Like your Pierre, my friend Pierre, the comic Pierre told me that he had two women throw his legs behind his ear and ate his ass.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like
the
it,
same
but it's
time?
happened. You know what I mean?
women. But did you stop her?
No, why would you stop her?
And you
Listen,
liked it.
that's right.
No, it's because that's
what she wanna do.
Now I got something always to say.
And you said
You get
fingers.
mad at me, I'll be like, "Well, you ate my ass."
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Eat these men ass so I don't have to. God damn it.
What's wrong with you?
Eat these niggas asses, ladies, so I don't have to do
Lord
it.
have mercy.
Shit.
Nobody has to do it.
Yeah, they do. This man.
Has anybody ever told you, "No, I'm good. I don't like that"?
I mean, I don't really go for that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now, if I'm a verse bottom.
What that mean?
That means even though I still have my piece, I don't really like to, penetrate men. That's not my go-to. Like, I'm not looking at a man's ass like, that nigga got a fat ass. I'm a bird watcher. I want to see what your print here on.
Okay.
What the dick look like in them sweatpants, nigga? That's what I want to see. What it's looking like.
Charlamagne's done that too.
I'm a bird watcher.
I've never done that. I don't know why Angelina's
never-
lying
nothing
and throwing
wrong.
all this stuff on me, but
Ain't nothing wrong with
whatever.
Charlamagne being a bird watcher. Cause
Yeah,
see,
Serge
shit,
Ibaka.
here's the thing. The only dick a man has ever seen in his life usually is his own. Mm-hmm. Then he run into another motherfucking dick. He like, whoa, niggas be watching porn because they looking at the porno for the lady, but he also looking at
Comparing, they
shit.
compare
Like,
themselves.
Damn, that nigga's huge.
Right.
Golly. Now, it's when you start saying, damn, I wonder if she's sucking that dick like that, how could I do the same thing? Now, that's when it gets suspicious.
Right. What does it taste like?
Ooh.
I don't think we've ever done that.
But you done
As
seen
if-
another dick, Charlamagne, and you done said, damn,
Yes. Yeah, and I'll
that
be like,
motherfucker ruined.
no, I'll be like, that shit ain't real. Don't even think that's real.
You know why?
Sounds like
Because he's saying that shit is ruined. It's ruined. But so what I'm saying is I'm a verse bottom. I will only get on top of my dude if that's something that he requests for me.
Okay.
Other than that, eat me, lick me, lay me back. Like, I'm a broad. I'll lay my hand in the bed, suck my titties, do all the things. But I just don't want I don't want to have a sex change. I just don't. Because I feel like that I'm at peace with my transition. This is it. This is as far as it's gonna go.
Right.
I'm 44 years old, 45, maybe 50. I might have a little lipo, a little surgery, to keep the beauty going. But I ain't finna cut off the
Is it because it's scary to you, or?
Well, once again, I want to say this out loud. I do not speak for the entirety of the trans community when I say this. This is my experience. I feel for me that I still have my phone call to God.
Explain.
That's still my connection.
Your dick?
Yeah. He gave it to me. I ain't do nothing but add titties and everything else.
But what about your soul and your heart and all that?
Oh, he gave me that though. He gave me that. He gave me a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
Okay,
like,
it's a nice size. So
He gave me that, yes.
Okay.
And so he gave that to me. That's why can't no nigga run over me. He gave me that. I'm connected to both. I'm connected to my female and my male
we
side.
all are. I mean, no, we all should be.
No.
It should be divine masculine and sacred feminine, sacred masculine, divine
But
feminine.
see, you get it, and I'm glad. See, Charlamagne growing. Who y'all done had up here teaching Charlamagne?
What you mean?
Who y'all done had up here teaching him? He growing.
Look, yeah, he's.
I'm connected to both of them niggas. Her and him.
I mean, if you look at it just from a simple perspective, those are the ingredients that make us, regardless.
Yes,
man,
but some
woman
people,
makes
but that toxic masculinity, that hyper masculinity, all that shit is terrible. Men don't want, and this is why ain't no man up there saying, yeah, I got my bitch, I got fuck with a bitch, she a transsexual, yeah, because they so scared of being called gay.
But being in tune with your divine feminine and your sacred masculine don't mean that you.
How many times
gay.
if a man tell you, if men say some feminine shit, that women be over there giving them looks?
Yeah.
You told a woman you like your ass ate, and they want to say that's suspect.
Angela Yee.
I didn't say that.
Yes,
Sister,
you
that's
did.
toxic, sister.
You
Tell 'em
said it.
again.
I
See,
did
yeah.
not.
That's toxic.
I
You
have
see what she was
never-
doing?
So
Just like when you
that's-
make them Wendy jokes.
Oh, that's toxic. That when I wait the window. Oh shit.
That's not true. Because let's be clear,
Look how I
okay?
got her. You got me.
I think the majority of guys, like you said, they have their inside of their anus. So the majority of guys like to get played with down there.
So what?
It don't make
so
you gay.
I had to teach Shakana this, right? So, what do you feel about bisexual men? You personally,
What do I feel personally?
would you date a bisexual man?
I probably at some point have. You just don't know.
Have, but if he was open with you saying he was bisexual,
It's just-
if you went in with the knowing that he was bisexual,
I feel like
you
it's
date?
hard to say unless it happens. Like if you meet somebody, I don't feel like if somebody led with that I would be like, all right, let's see where this goes. But if they say that after we've been dating and that they've done
would you
it,
start having doubts in your brain?
no, I don't think
On
so.
Insecure, I watched Issa Rae.
I just talked about this with
I
Yvonne Orji.
watched Issa Rae. She touched on it in a skit, and I was like,
The guy got his sucked one
he
time.
got his ding-a-ling sucked once, and then after he got his ding-a-ling sucked once, now she could talk about how many times she done been with a woman all day.
Right.
But the moment he said, yeah, I think that's that toxic femininity. That's toxic because a man should be able to have the ability to explore. Black men should have the ability to explore and be like, well, maybe I like it or maybe I don't. And they should be able to be open with you. You want guys to tell you the truth, and then they start telling you the truth, and it's like,
I also feel like for women, guys like women who like other women.
yeah, because
They want to have those threesomes. And I also feel like if women were to have threesomes with two men, guys would look at it like, oh, they ran a train on it. They don't look at it as a threesome. Guys look at that as a train.
Same way Boosie got them boys, them old ass bitches going over there sucking his son's dick and don't see nothing wrong with that.
Because imagine a girl's like, yeah, I've been with two guys at once. It's way different than
See
a guy
how she
saying
shot
I've
the
been with
grave
two
over
women.
that.
It's true.
It's the same way that Boosie got them, but you won't bring a grown man to have your daughter. You get what I'm saying? You
Right.
won't do this.
Yeah.
And that shit happened to me.
What do you mean?
My grandfather and my uncles, them, was very much when I was younger. They wanted me to have a sexual experience with the older girl, and that's why every time I hear them say, and people be like, "Oh, well, you know, that's what you do to boys." No, you don't.
It activates your trauma.
Yes, I am traumatized by that. I am, and I had to get up grips that I am traumatized by that because I was in my space like, oh my God, please don't let me get no girl because I don't even know how do you do this. Like how, like you know, what am I gonna do? Like,
and you was already probably battling with your.
With my identity. And so that does not make you when black men do that to their sons, that does not make them necessarily going to make them straight. Bitch, you don't know what people are battling with you because you can't come out and talk about it because you've heard the whispers in your house, you've heard the conversations in your church, you've heard these things around you like gays going to hell. This is why they quiet. You better not bring no white girl home, and you damn sure better not be messing with no boys. You're like.
Did that experience turn you off to women?
No, it didn't turn me off to women. I just knew that I've never been sexually attracted to women. I have found women to be deliciously seductive, and I've wanted to embody all of that from women. But I could never have a sexual encounter with one because I'm not going to have any erection. I had when I was 29 years old, I told my fan base this. When I was 29, my first experience with another woman was crazy. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to try to go through it. I'm going to try to go through this. I'm going to try, God, get the dick hard, God, because I'm a fucker. That's what I said. Mm-hmm. Get it hard. The couple came to my house because I was escorting at this time. I was 29.
I want to know what God does with that prayer when he sees it in his spam folder. His email.
Obviously, he ain't paid it no attention.
You couldn't get hard.
I couldn't. I'm in there kissing the man. We kissing, the girl kissing me. I'm kissing the dude. Then she sat over there on the sofa. She opened her legs and she started playing with her coochie. And she was, and that just freaked me out. Then she was just like really, and her attention was not him. It was me. And there are so many women that are trans attracted because it's like the best of all worlds for women too.
Makes sense.
For women too. Man, that shit blew me away. And I'm trying to get right for the dude because the dude, she want the dude to give me head. She want to give me head.
Y'all having a threesome?
Yeah, me, her, and her dude. And it's when she climbed on my back and she put her nails on my back and it went down my back. I was like, and then I felt her hair go across and go on my titties. I was like, oh my God, my sister's trying to fuck me. I feel like women are my sisters. They my sisters. Like we some kin.
I see what you're saying.
Like I can't do it. It's incestuous to me.
Right.
Now, man,
right.
I'm with it all. I'm with all of it. But it's just I couldn't even operate. Now, had she and I been focused on her dude together, we could
have worked.
I could have worked because the focus was the dude, but the focus was me. She kissed me all in the mouth. She licked on me, like all of these things. And then, like right when I was about to have a full
erection,
he grabbed it from the base and turned it up like this, and she was finna mount it. I don't know what happened after that. My mind just went, why is this girl trying to ride me? I am not gay. And I said, I'm not gay. I'm a heterosexual transsexual.
I'm not gay.
Mm-hmm. You're not attracted to women.
I'm not sexually.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, sexually attracted to women.
Okay.
Sexually, I'm not attracted to women.
Got you.
Now, I'm attracted. Women walking down the street, I'm like, yeah. I'm following probably like you looking at, like, yeah. But it's not my thing. Mm-hmm. You know?
Well, T.S. Madison, we learned a lot about you today. We have another guest that we got to bring in.
Y'all waiting? They waiting on me to get up.
Yeah, they waiting, but don't be a stranger.
Now, where can people go and watch you? Because I know you're doing some live events.
Yes, listen, everybody, please follow me on Instagram at @TheRealTSMadison. I'm moving my tour to after the holidays because I really want to spend some time with my family right now because I've been working. I've been up here for weeks. Y'all just ain't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in New York?
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to your publicist Pam, by the way.
Yes, Pam. Shout out to Pam.
She goes hard.
Shout out
show
the
too.
Breakfast Club. Listen, because my fans been tagging y'all for a long time.
I've
Want me
seen
to come
it.
up here.
I've seen
I
it.
told you, I was like, you need to come up. I was fine with that always.
Yeah, I ain't never man. And listen, I love y'all for having me. Charlamagne, you real good folk. Flame told me you was good people.
That's my peoples.
You good folks. You feel me? You know, I'm good peoples. You see now, you know.
I feel it.
Me,
Yeah,
you know,
I feel the
I'm
energy.
Good. I'm good folk. You know, and I'm good folks for those people out there that you know, they're on the fence with me. And if you on the fence with me and you come on my page with that bullshit, I will cuss your ass out. I'm not above lighting your ass up. I don't care how much money I make. I'm not above lighting your ass up. I don't have Beyonce money yet.
But that's why I say I don't judge nobody until I've shaking their hand, gave them a hug, had a conversation with them, felt their energy, see their vibe.
I got good energy on it.
I think so.
I got good energy on it.
Yeah, always.
Good energy.
It's authentic. That much I know.
Real ass energy. You
Yeah,
know?
some people I just stay away from because I don't like their energy, period. And I just be like, I'll just avoid that person. But I didn't feel like that about you.
No, as I name my way.
Well,
Thank
give me
y'all.
your Instagram and Twitters and all
The
that. TS
Instagram
Madison.
is that the real T.S. Madison. My Twitter is T.S. Madison ATL1. My Facebook is T.S. Madison. Look out for Bros coming in August. The Perfect Find. Whenever Gabby puts that out. Zola is on Showtime right now.
The T.S. Madison
The
experience.
T.S. Madison Experience is on WeTV, or is also on All Black. I got some stuff coming with All Black, you know, because, you know, that's still my network. I still, AMC still is my parent network. The T.S. Madison Experience, who knows? It may be coming back. I don't know. It might be moving to another space. It might be another name. Who knows? You know, it's just, I got a lot of things
You got a lot going on.
I'm
After
working.
dark, baby.
After dark. Yes, T.S. Madison After Dark.
Well, it's
Charlamagne, hug my neck. I love you.
Come
Yeah.
on, love. Love.
Now you see how he tried to keep that ass put to the
I
back
saw
like
he
that.
tooted it back.
What you talking
I
about?
wasn't gonna squeeze the ass. I'm a bird watcher.
Oh, you
Daddy.
can't.
Come home and
I definitely ain't got no print. It's T.S. Madison. It's the Breakfast Club.
I wouldn't have never told nobody that, Charlamagne.
They can see. They see me in sweats.
Father, we pray for a print on Charlamagne's. In Jesus' name, amen.